Well, the truth is that I've been losing subscribers, and it's not actually a bad thing. So in this video, I'm going to talk to you about why I lost the subscribers and why I've been losing subscribers, even though I've been posting more. And we're going to talk about what I'm doing to turn that around. What I'm hoping that this video helps you with is to just get your mindset right around what it's like to become a content creator here on YouTube and to put out consistent content that continuously grows your subscriber base. And when you decide to shift your strategy, what might happen is what happened to me. Okay, so let's start out with what's been going on lately with my YouTube channel. Recently, I posted a video just talking about the hiatus that I've been on for quite a few months, not coming back here to post on YouTube and what I've been doing otherwise. I was burnt out. That's just the fact of the matter. It happens to the best of us, and it's okay if it's happening to you, if it's happened to you. It's not the burning out that causes YouTube channels to die. It's the never coming back from burnout that eventually causes channels to wither away and just disappear. I needed a break. I didn't know that what I was doing was so unsustainable. At one point, I was posting 3 videos a week, and although that's a fine and dandy number to be posting here on YouTube, I just wasn't managing my energy and my time well. I was really pushing so hard to get a video published 3 times a week that I was neglecting my own energy, my sleep schedule, my nervous system, and who I really am as a creator. What I had started doing was playing cat and mouse with the algorithm. What was hard was that it actually worked to grow my YouTube channel rather quickly. And so the constant checking of analytics, trying to catch up with myself, pushing out videos, even though I was running low on fuel, was just slowly getting to me. And it became inevitable that I was going to burn out, and I did. So after this break that I took, my burnout break, I decided that I really wanted to come back to content creation, and I needed to do it a completely different way. And so what I decided to do was start with short form social media content, because I knew that was just easier for me to be able to produce on a more consistent basis. And what I became really obsessed with outside of content strategy and all of that good stuff was building a habit of content creation. And so for the last 5 weeks at this point, I've been posting consistently almost every single day. And you can check my Instagram, you can check my TikTok as well. Some days I was posting 6 talking head videos to TikTok. I posted 1 video here on YouTube. And now what I'm doing as I'm taking you along on my journey is posting more consistently here on YouTube, implementing the system and the strategy that I built for my short form social media content. And of course, I'm going to tell you exactly what that is. Now, first, let's talk about why, when I started coming back to social media and started posting more, including here on YouTube, why would my subscriber base start dropping? This is something that I love to talk to my clients about, because once we start building a strategy for you to start putting out authentic content. When I say authentic content, I mean content that is of you, not just that chasing the algorithm type of content, or not just trying to consider what it is that people might want from you, but really content that you want to also make that showcases who you are as a creator, as an artist, as an entrepreneur, as whoever it is that you're trying to show up as. When you start posting content that is really, truly you, what's going to start happening is whatever subscriber base you had attracted before, with whatever kind of strategy you were using in the past, once you make that shift from, let's say you were using a strategy where you were doing all kinds of content where it was SEO and search related. Once you start talking about what you might be doing in your life, the processes that you're going through, or just things that you're interested in, what you're going to do is turn a bunch of the subscribers off who are following you for specific information. Maybe they started following your channel because you were answering a specific question they had. And then when they see you popping up on their feed, either through shorts or long form content, they're starting to realize, wait, maybe this isn't the type of content that I intended to be following, and that's okay. It's actually a good thing to turn off the subscribers and the followers who no longer resonate with your content. What you really, really want is to build an engaged following, an engaged subscriber base, people who want to consume your content, who really get something out of it, who like you as a creator, and who want to grow with you as you grow your social media channels. And so what was happening for me, as soon as I started posting shorts in this next iteration of my YouTube channel, people were starting to see content from me that might have been a little too personal, a little too much about me as a human. And maybe there's points of view that I have that they don't like, that they don't align with. Maybe there are things about me and my life and my story that they are feeling as if I'm on the other end of the political or the social spectrum than they are. And so them choosing not to follow me or my content is actually a good thing. If you're not here to follow me as a creator and me on my journey, then you're welcome to unsubscribe. If you're here with me still and you're still interested in what I have to offer you as far as education and content, then welcome back.
Did we just become best friends? Yep.
Okay. So after having come back to social media in general and being able to post consistently over the last 5 weeks without burning myself out at the volume that I've been posting, I'm going to tell you what I've been prioritizing, and then I'm going to tell you about the system that I've been implementing so that I can post consistently without running straight into burnout yet again. I have my list right here. The very first thing that I have been prioritizing as I've been posting content more consistently is nervous system regulation. And this probably sounds like a buzzword to you at this point because you're hearing it everywhere. But the importance of keeping your energy steady and taking care of you as a human, your energy, your rest, and your nervous system is so important. If you can take care of this part of you, you'll be so much less likely to run straight into burnout like I did the first time. Because what happens is we think that in order to become successful at things like social media or any sort of creative career is to just produce more at any cost and by all means. What I'm here to tell you is it's absolutely not true. We need to be able to create quality content. And what that requires of us energetically is that we have enough in our system, in our battery of who we are as creators to post from a full cup, not to run ourselves on empty and then be posting from fumes. So for me, nervous system regulation looks like allowing myself to sleep longer. I started going on daily walks. Right now, I'm at a 12,000 step goal. I started eating better. I also started doing some work with a somatic therapist. And so there are things that I'm actively doing to keep my nervous system regulated, especially with ADHD. It's really easy for me to get overwhelmed and to fry my own system. So I'm prioritizing it, as in I'm keeping tabs on my own system, my own mental, physical, emotional health in order to replenish the energy that needs to be replenished so that I can stay consistent with all the things that I want to stay consistent with. In the last iteration of my YouTube channel, where I was helping you with a lot of tactical things, I had a realization that that's not the only thing that I want to help you to do. I want to help you to become a creator that's not just taking care of your audience, but that's taking care of you too, because tactics and hacks and strategy are all well and good. But if you are not good, if you're not feeling energized, if you're not feeling inspired, if you're not feeling awake and creative in your creation process, you're headed straight into burnout, regardless of how many ideas you can get from ChatGPT. So it's my intention with this current iteration of my YouTube channel to help you as a creator internally, as well as how you're producing externally, because I think that you need to take care of you as much as you need to take care of your channel and the subscribers who watch your channel. Let's talk about the system that's really been working for me with my short form content. This isn't going to be a surprise to you, as in you've probably heard content creators talk about this before, but it's new to me in that I've never been able to do this in my past content creation journey because consciously or subconsciously, I had always been chasing quick success or quick wins. This time around, when I decided that I wanted to take content creation seriously, what I decided to do was learn how to batch my content. And this is what I've been doing with my short form social media content. The main piece of the batching that I've been realizing has been helping me so much is the editing part. And so I learned how to batch edit multiple pieces of short form content so that sometimes my entire week to 2 weeks of content is already finished. And so all I have to do is set it up in a scheduler. So what I'm planning to do here on YouTube, and this is the process that you're now following me on, is batching the process of creating 2 YouTube videos per week. And so what that means for me is that I will be filming 2 videos on one day. I'll be editing those 2 videos on one day. I'll be creating the title, the thumbnail, the descriptions, and all of the good stuff on a day. And then I'm going to be scheduling those 2 videos out. Now, this is something that I hadn't been able to do with my YouTube videos before. This is new to me because, to be honest, building habits and intentionally wanting to build habits and routines is something that is completely new to me. You may or may not know, but I have ADHD. And so trying to figure out systems and routines and habits and the way of building them that actually works for me could be considered a little bit more challenging because I have ADHD than for somebody who doesn't happen to have ADHD. And I'm not trying to make excuses for myself. I'm finally at the point where I'm like, okay, I'm over my own excuses. I'm here to figure this out because I love myself, because I'm here to learn how to do this thing with a regulated nervous system while getting enough rest so that I can report to you, hey, look, this works. I don't think everybody has to run into burnout who has a successful YouTube channel. In fact, I know that even if I have to become the example of the person who figured this out the hard way in front of you, then that's what I'm willing to do. But trust and believe that what I'm doing behind the scenes that you don't see or haven't seen yet is learning to build habits, routines, and systems, because chasing numbers and chasing an algorithm has not worked for me in the past, regardless of how quickly my YouTube channel had grown in the second iteration of posting consistently. So even though I do know that some of this new content is going to cause some of my subscribers to leave my channel, I'm not looking at it as a bad thing. Because if I did look at it as a bad thing, if I were to count it as a failure, and if I were to really internalize that failure is a bad thing instead of a stepping stone for learning, then I would probably just give up on this whole journey altogether. And I'm just not willing to do that to myself at this point in the game. So if you're with me, if you're wanting to learn how to build a habit of content creation, one that supports you in truly building your personal brand from who you are deep inside, one that supports you energetically, your nervous system, the way that you're showing up for not only your subscribers, but for you as a creator, then stick around. You're going to enjoy the content that's coming up next, I promise you. And thank you so much for coming with me this far on my journey. It's been such a blast, even though, yes, there have been hard parts and hard times. I'm here to show you that if I can get up again and again and again, then you can too. So thanks again for watching, and I'm looking forward to seeing you next time.